So I figured we'd make this full circle, and I'd explain to people, since Chris asked me to present on how to network online, I use this as an example of, okay, this is an example of how not to network online. Rule number 1, don't be a dick. Rule number 2, see rule number 1. Rule number 3, maybe build a relationship first before you go pitching someone something. So, Chris, thanks so much for the fuel for today's live stream. Again, he said I believe at one point he mentioned you can't mention my name, so that's Chris Gellert, Gellert. So thanks, Chris. Feel free to drop me an email if you disagree with what I'm saying right now. I would love to hear your side of the story if I've somehow distorted it. But have you had interactions like this online? You must have. People pitch. It's normal commonplace now. People pitch.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's shockingly a low number, and from my experience, so I can recall one. I had shared a post. Now, this was before I got onto LinkedIn. This was on Facebook. I had said something in regards to physical therapist assistants. Honestly, doing more work than many physical therapists. And I was saying how, why aren't physical therapist assistants compensated higher than physical therapists? Well, obviously that's going to strike a chord with a lot of physical therapists.
Sure.
So somebody private messaged me, some rude comments about it. We engaged a little bit. I mean, it doesn't bother me. That's what I expect. Like, somebody's going to say something. But then what happened, it got kind of weird. It turned into, I did screenshot what they said because I just had a weird feeling about it.
Yeah.
One of the big Facebook PT groups, one of the admin people from that said, hey, this person is saying you did this, which I didn't do. So I showed him the screenshots. I never showed anybody else the screenshots. And I think he kicked that person out of the group. Anyway, long story short, for as many engagements as I have, either direct engagements, people messaging me, email me, call, trying to call me, people that view my content across all of it. Like I do 5 million, 6 million views on YouTube a year, lots of stuff on Facebook, now on LinkedIn, a shockingly small number. And usually I think these are individuals that either have, some kind of, I'm going to say mental, cognitive, they're I don't know the right word. I should know it. I can't think of it.
They don't know etiquette. Like, it's plain and simple.
It's not that. I think there is physiologic something going on in the brain. And so I just attribute it to that. They're just not like they don't communicate the way other people communicate. Not neurotypical. I think that might be the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's fine. Like, clearly this person just doesn't have the skill set they need. But like you, I've had a couple recent people that are like, let's get on a call. Let's talk. And I'm like, no, I am not getting on a call. I don't have the time to commit to a call. Now, thankfully, Dave joined Clarity.fm. This is not a plug. I'm just saying it was a way for Dave to say, hey, you want to talk to me and I have no relationship to you? Yeah. Here's the link. You can book a call and pay for it. And then once we've built trust, and I've got a lot of people like this, once they've paid for the call, then I'll talk to them 100 times without them having to pay. But it is just that protection between me and the random person trying to get a hold of me.
Yeah. Otherwise it's a floodgate, right? I mean, because anybody can email you. If they've got your phone number, they can call you.
But the thing that makes me sad, and I'm glad you're sharing this segment because I think it's important for people to hear how we interact with these engagements. I don't want it to make people think, well, I'm not going to do social media, or I'm not going to put content out there, or, it is so far and few between, and it pales in comparison to the number of positive contacts we get, the number of positive inbound messages that we get.
Yeah.
Opens far more opportunities than, something like this.
What's the right way then? Let's take a positive out of the negative, right? What is a good way for someone to cold DM you and get you to say, okay, like, I'll meet with this person, or this sounds like it's done, the right way, right? There's going to be a lot of different right ways.
Let's see if we can bring Dave in. Dave, what do you think?
All right. I think my Wi-Fi is stable enough now at this point. Can you hear me, guys?
You're
we
good.
can.